Today I'm going to be talking about vegans owning obligate carnivore pets. I own a snake. I feed my snake mice. I feed my snake a diet that is appropriate for a snake. I also own a cat, and I feed my cat a diet that is 100% appropriate for that cat to be eating. I am a human. I feed myself a 100% appropriate diet as a human. And modern days, in a non-developing country like the United States, North America, there's no reason for us to eat meat any longer because you can go down the street to any grocery store and buy produce as you wish. It's 100% feasible in this day and age to eat a 100% plant-based diet without needing meat in order to survive, without eating meat in order to need to go long periods of time without food. We just don't need it these days. Food is just surrounding us. Food is all around us. We do not need meat. We also, of course, do not need bovine secretions because they're meant for baby cows. You know, you don't see us giving breast milk to baby cows or to kittens or to dogs. It's meant for babies, and cow's milk is no different. Cow's milk is meant to grow a tiny little calf into a 2-ton whatever cow bull as quickly as possible. So let me start off by saying this video is going to be pretty much exclusively about cats. I still personally would not feed my dog vegetarian or vegan because dogs are carnivores. But dogs also do eat produce. You know, you hand your dog a piece of potato, sweet potato or whatever, and it's gonna eat it, unless it's a picky dog. Dogs can eat vegetables, and it's good for them to eat vegetables. Grains, it really depends. I know a lot of dogs that are very allergic to grains, so I personally feed my dog a grain-free diet back home and a very high protein, high animal products because that's what's good for them for maintaining their muscle and their joints and their dogs, and they process protein differently than humans do. However, with cats, they're different. They are 100% obligate carnivores, and you can tell by looking at their teeth, just the same way you look at humans' teeth. Cats do not have grinders. I will show you his teeth as best as possible. I don't know if you're going to be able to see because he's licking his mouth, but they have no grinders. See how sharp those teeth are? Thank you, Bear Bear. They are meant for shredding and tearing. They do not have the teeth in order to grind food, which is why when you give a cat dry food, it will chew on it a little bit, but then swallow it whole, and it's just not good for the kitty or its teeth. Now here's a picture of some dog teeth. As you can see, they also are made of majority shredders, tearers, just like cats. However, in the back of their mouth, they do have some molars that are still very sharp, but they are nonetheless a bit more dull and flat than a cat's back teeth. And that's probably why they can consume plant products better than cats can. Now, first of all, you have to know cats should not be eating a dry food diet. If your cat is on dry food, do everything you can to switch him or her to a wet, exclusive diet. Cat's kidneys are the equivalent to the human heart, meaning that the heart is usually the first thing to go in a human. The kidneys are the first thing to go in a cat. I work at a cat vet. I see cats in renal failure every day. I see cats with inappropriate urination, urinary crystals, blockages every day, every week. It's super important to get cats on a wet food diet because they have a very low thirst drive. Cats go long periods of time without drinking water, so it does a lot of damage to their kidneys when they're not eating a raw or wet food diet. Now, at my job, our ladder of food is the shittiest dry food, the top premium, most expensive dry food you can buy, and then the shittiest wet food. So even the shittiest wet food, Friskies, Fancy Feast, is better than the top premium, expensive ass dry food you're buying. And then of course, very nice, grain-free, high protein, low ash wet food. And then now at the very top, way above all that, is raw food. Now, cats, as I've shown you by Bear's teeth, and by explaining their kidneys function and how they need lots of water, cats are not meant to eat grains or vegetables. If you are a vegan feeding your cat a high grain or fruit and vegetable diet, typically vegan or vegetarian diet, I 1000% call that animal abuse, and I think you need to give your cat to a home that is comfortable to feed it in a diet appropriate for its body. That is just as cruel as somebody feeding you meat, force feeding you meat. That is just as cruel as force feeding cows corn, something that they are not meant to eat, something that they can't digest that makes them fat. It is insanely cruel and unnatural to force feed your cat a vegan diet. Now, I have a snake, and it's kind of the same thing for me. I don't think there's anything wrong with carnivores eating meat because they're meant to. The world is not all rainbows and unicorns, and death is going to happen. And I've spoke to vegans on Facebook pages about who wish they could wipe out every carnivore on the planet because they are idiots and they are diluted and they are stupid and they are dumb and give vegans a bad rap because they are idiots if they think that would be an okay thing to do. It's nature. It happens. We as humans can do what we can to inflict as little of that as possible. However, he is trying to tear open his treat bag, that little shit. One ingredient, freeze-dried chicken, of course. We as humans have made cats and dogs in abundance. They are overflowing in our shelters, and I feel our job as humans to take care of them. And that's the consequence of what have humans have done is it's up to us to take these animals in and give them homes and feed them what will keep them healthy and happy and have a wonderful long life. So that is my tirade on feeding your obligate carnivores vegan diets. Again, you wouldn't give a snake vegetables, you should not give a cat vegetables. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and hopefully I'll get back to you soon. I hope this was informative. I hope you learned something. I love cats. Of course, I work at a cat vet. I'm passionate about animal health, so this is a topic that's very dear to me, especially as a new vegan. Now I'll see you guys next time. Bye. What are you doing? These are some of his favorite treats of all time. They're these whole life pure chicken. It's just freeze-dried chicken shreds. They're basically pure protein, which is the perfect treat for a kitty cat instead of all those, greenies and other kinds of treats that are just loaded with other crap. These are pure, single ingredient, very healthy, nutritious that he loves.